going to deal with class 12, chapter 4, reproductive health, right? And before I start teaching that chapter, I'm going to give you an overview of that chapter. What is this chapter all about, and what is the aim in teaching this chapter? What is the learning outcome of this chapter? Now, to start with, I just want to tell you that this chapter was introduced by the Government of India into the syllabus of class 12 as a mandatory subject. कि बच्चों को पढ़ाया जाए, एडोलेसेंट बच्चों को खास तौर पर रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ के बारे में पढ़ाया जाए. Why? I'll just tell you. Today the world is basically facing two major problems, one of pollution and the other of population. Now pollution के बारे में we will study in the last unit, our environment, right? So while now what I am talking about population, and आप माने या ना माने, population के बढ़ने का एक ही कारण है. There is only one reason why the population is exploding or increasing, and that is reproduction. क्योंकि reproduction is the only method by which the new ones can be brought to this earth. And when new ones are added to the earth, the population explodes, the population soars, right? So that we know that, and particularly a problem humans के साथ. If you analyze other animals, you will realize other animals with population explosion का तो problem ही नहीं है. Their number is within sustainable levels. Moreover, because of human activities, in fact, many of them are facing extinction. It is only human beings whose number is actually exploding. एक तो रहने की जगह कम है, उगाने की जगह कम है. You know, when there is a human population, we need food, and for that we need land. We need land to live. We need land to grow. The land is limited. If the population increases, then the amount of land to grow food for that population decreases. So population is a huge problem, and the only method by which the population increases, that is reproduction. So what to do about it? See, we are not against reproduction. Let me tell you that every person who's born will die, and before dying, he must, leave a copy of the progeny of its own type. And this process by which an organism leaves progeny of its own type, this is called as reproduction. And to tell you the truth, we are not against reproduction. In fact, reproduction is the most vital phenomena in the life of a living organism. What we are actually against is uncontrolled reproduction. Reproduction is essential. If reproduction doesn't have, if this stops, the species will not continue on this earth. It is extremely vital. Only, particularly in case of humans, the reproduction must be regulated. That means, by what I mean by regulated reproduction, that means having children by choice and not by chance. See, and not by chance. That means, the number of offsprings born, their number should be kept within permissible limit. Is that clear? So, kare kya? That is why this chapter was introduced. And in this chapter, basically, your chapter is basically divided into 4 headings. Let us have an overview what the chapter will be dealing with. First part is, in the chapter you will study what is reproductive health and what are the problems associated with reproductive health. This you will study in part 1, right? Some problems like, why are people not talking about it? Population बढ़ने से हो क्या रहा है? What are the problems that people are facing? And सबसे बड़ा problem में आता है, the biggest problem is with reproductive health is when you are not aware of it, it causes population explosion. So we are going to talk about the problems. ठीक? I always tell, and everyone, any wise person will always say कि जब भी प्रॉब्लम की बात करते हैं, you must also talk about solution, because talking of only problem without solution is not a wise person's task. So what should be the solution to this growing population? That is the second part of your chapter, which will deal with strategies to overcome the population explosion. You have to study many strategies, but the most important strategy that we will be studying will be the use of contraceptive devices. The use of contraceptive devices, that is okay. Then what will happen? The third part of your chapter deals with 2 grave issues associated with reproductive health. One is STD, sexually transmitted disease, and the second is MTP. And what is MTP? You will learn it later. मैं in short बता दूँ, MTP means induced abortion. ठीक, जब हम सोच समझकर abortion कराते हैं, these are 2 problems that are actually of a huge size that is existing associated with reproductive health. The third part we'll deal with that. And the fourth part of the chapter is really very interesting. This is in which you will study art. Now what is art? देखिए एक तरफ हम population की growth से चिंतित हैं that the population is exploding, but on the other hand we do not want couples to not to have children. हम ये नहीं चाहते कि बच्चे ही ना हो. Why? As I told you just now, having children is very essential because that helps to for the continuity of the species. So but there are many couples who are trying their best, who are not using any contraceptions, but still they are not unable to conceive. So how to help these couples? Art actually means assisted reproductive technology, मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी की मदद से assisted की मदद से how to allow those infertile couples to reproduce. That means in short it deals with test tube baby programs, etc. Right? So this is the last part of your chapter. Now that you have an overview of the chapter, now we'll start with the first part of the chapter. That means what is reproductive health, what are the problems associated with reproductive health, and I will give you a very small introduction to some of the strategies for overcoming this problem. The strategies will be dealt separately in my next video. In the next one, we'll deal with some problems like STD and MTP, and finally, we'll talk about test tube baby programs as well. So, without wasting any time any further, let us start with the first topic. But this I will be teaching you with the help of some PPTs because that will make the teaching more interesting. So here I am now switching over to my PPT mode of teaching. So here we are. First, we will let's start the chapter. First, we will actually deal with the question, what is reproductive health? Now, before we move into explaining what is reproductive health, I just want you to understand what does health mean as per WHO. World Health Organization के standard के हिसाब से today being healthy does not just mean being physically fit. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका BP, sugar, thyroid अगर सब normal आता है तो you will be called as a fit person. In order to be fit, not only you should be physically fit, but emotionally, behaviorally, and social aspects should be included along with the physical fitness as per WHO. So when we talk about reproductive health, what does that include? Reproductive health also includes physical, emotional, behavioral, and social, all the four aspects. But here the fitness for what? For leading a responsible, safe, and satisfying reproductive life. Right? So this is the definition of reproductive health. Reproductive health, once again, I will define. Once again, it is a state of physical, emotional, behavioral, and social fitness that is required for leading a responsible, safe, and satisfying reproductive life. Now, what is the significance of reproductive health? सबसे बड़ा important है, it gives you awareness. It gives awareness to both males and females as to how to lead a healthy and satisfying reproductive life. Second इसका significance है, it makes individuals in reproductive age aware of the fertility regulating methods, जिसको मैं contraceptive devices भी हम कहते हैं, उनके बारे में उनको aware करता है. It provides information to keep the hygiene of the genitalia, external genitalia, internal genitalia, इनके भी hygiene को maintain करने में, protection against reproductive tract infections and STDs, इनके बारे में जानकारी देती है. This is the significance. And planning children to limit of enjoying family life, rearing children with best resources and as and when they are available, ताकि बच्चे छोटी family size हो, and obtaining treatment of reproductive disorders at the earliest. यहाँ 4-5 significance लिखा है. This question just does not come anywhere, be it board exam, be it medical. आज से 2 साल पहले एक वैल्यू बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आया करता था बोर्ड एग्जाम में जो इस चैप्टर से आता था. अब तो वैल्यू बेस्ड क्वेश्चन बोर्ड एग्जाम से खत्म हो गया है. सो दिस इज जस्ट फॉर अ जनरल अवेयरनेस दैट व्हाट इज द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ. इट जस्ट हेल्प्स पीपल नो एज टू हाउ टू टेक केयर ऑफ देयर जेनिटेलिया, हाउ टू प्रिवेंट STDs, how to plan their children, how to treat their reproductive disorders, and how to lead a satisfying and reproductive life. Now, what are some of the problems? तो हमने पहले पढ़ा what is reproductive health, what is reproductive health. Second हमने पढ़ा what is the significance of reproductive health. Now third thing, what are the problems associated with reproductive health. सबसे बड़ा है taboo, particularly in countries like India, where people think it is very wrong to talk about reproduction, reproductive health. So it is very difficult to disseminate such knowledge to the people of the society, to the children. In India, religion, tradition set up as such, it does not allow dissemination of knowledge about reproductive health to the children or other people as well. So this is the first problem that particularly countries like ours, they face. Second, early marriage. This is again a problem with relation to India. Here people are married off even before they reach puberty. So that is second problem that we are facing. Kid parents. Kid parents means, children, having children when they themselves are children. No, they are themselves are kids and they start bearing children. That is another problem that we are facing. Career. Early marriages blocks the career of both. अगर छोटे में बच्चों की शादी कर दो, 13 साल की लड़की, 15 साल का लड़का, obviously somewhere they are not able to pursue their studies and this blocks the career opportunities in their lives, especially girls. Teenage lady, it is a sort of repetition. The lady, she has still not, her development has not is not complete, and that means she's not physically fit to bear fetus, nourish it properly, and she's forced into marriage. Deformities. Early marriages and late marriages से जो बच्चे होते हैं, they may be born with certain syndromes. There may be some deformities in them. So these are some of the problem. MMR and JMR. From this chapter, there are a lot of abbreviations, and these abbreviations, they come in the board exam. So let us start with the first abbreviation we have come across. This is JMR. What is JMR? Juvenile mortality rate. ठीक, जिसको इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट भी बोला जा सकता है. इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट, इन्फेंट बच्चा, जुवेनाइल बच्चा, मोर्टालिटी रेट, द डेथ रेट, and maternal mortality rate, this is written as MMR. This is very high, particularly in India, क्योंकि the early marriages leading to birth of early children, this leads to high number of death of the mothers as well as the offsprings. So this is called as MMR and JMR. Personal hygiene. This is another problem. There is very little knowledge of the personal hygiene, how to take care of the reproductive organs, etc. Carelessness in maintaining the personal hygiene often results into transmission of, sexually transmitted diseases. So this is another problem we are facing. In India particularly, because of lack of knowledge, people do not talk about reproductive health. As a result, the health of the ladies, in particular, that is remains weak. They become anemic and prey to several diseases. Population growth. This is another problem that we are facing because of little knowledge in this area. People are not regulating their number of children that are being born in their families, and this is actually causing a huge surge in the population, leading to extreme population growth. So these are some of the problems we have discussed. Now let me tell you the value of what we have learned right now. As on today, normally questions, they do not ask that what are the problems we are facing. Earlier, as I told you, when value-based question used to be a part of the board exam paper, this topic used to be important. They would ask these value-based questions like, what are the problems you think people in our country they face because of related to reproduction. Such questions used to come. As on today, there is no much questions can be asked from the topic that I have taught you, but still you must know it. In case it is asked, you can answer it. So with that, the problems are over. I told you, every time you talk about problem, please talk about the solutions as well, because talking about any problem without relevant solution is not considered good. So what are the strategies to overcome these problems? Now I'm talking about the strategies. I'll tell you some major strategies, then we will go through the PowerPoint. One is that in 1951, one of the strategies, this is a very important 1-mark question and a medical question as well, and the first important question that we are coming across from this chapter. In 1951, in India was the first country in the world. India was the first country who in the year 1951 adopted family planning. Now, the aim of family planning was to regulate reproduction. That means to ensure that the number of young ones that were produced year after year, that they could get reduced, right? This family planning program has been regularly monitored. We have been regularly monitoring it, and It has been modified also, monitored, and we have also regularly modified it. In the year 1997, this was remodified and it was named as RCH. The full form of RCH is Reproductive and Child Health Care. This will again come as a very important 2-mark question. I'll tell you what the question is. Reproductive and Child Health Care. I repeat, this is called as Reproductive and Child Health Care. पहला important question आएगा. Name the first country which implemented family planning, that is India, and which year? 1951. The second question is, in which year was the family planning program modified? That is 1997. How was it renamed? It was renamed as Reproductive and Child Health Care. And what was its aim? It had mainly 2 aims. One, to create awareness. Awareness about what? Awareness about various reproductive related aspects. That was the first. And second, to build some sort of infrastructure and facilities to promote reproductive health, right? So let us, without wasting time, just look at it. India was the first country to initiate family planning. We did it in 1951. The program has been regularly monitored. In 1997, it was renamed. It was called as RCH. Full form of RCH is Reproductive and Child Health Care. It had 2 goals. It will come as a 2-mark question. One, to create awareness about various reproductive related aspects, and second, to provide infrastructure or facility for building a reproductively healthy society. Now, in order to achieve the goals of RCH, question aayega, what is RCH? We will expand it. What is the year? 1997. What are the 2 goals? That is creating awareness and providing facilities. Next question is, in order to achieve its goal, RCH अपने goal achieve करने के लिए किन methods को इन्होंने adopt किया? What are the methods it adopted to achieve its goal? मेरा कहने का मतलब क्या है? इंडिया पहला कंट्री था. Let me talk to you a little bit before I come. इंडिया पहला कंट्री था जिसमें फैमिली प्लानिंग हुआ 1951 में. Obviously, जैसे जैसे समय बदलता है, the rules need to be changed. They were periodically being changed. 1997 में it was again relaunched with a new name, RCH, जिसका मेनली 2 एम था. एक तो लोगों में अवेयरनेस पैदा करना रिगार्डिंग रिलेटेड टू वेरियस रिप्रोडक्टिव रिलेटेड एस्पेक्ट्स, एंड सेकेंड, टू बिल्ड फैसिलिटीज सो एज टू अगेन प्रमोट अ हेल्दी रिप्रोडक्टिव लाइफ. ठीक, अब ये दोनों एम अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करने के लिए एंड टू बिल्ड अप अ सपोर्ट सिस्टम टू फैसिलिटेट ए हेल्दी रिप्रोडक्टिव लाइफ, उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने क्या क्या स्ट्रैटेजीज अडॉप्ट की. So this we are going to study now. So what did it adopt? Let us see. Pehla, they went for general awareness programs. Now what do I mean by general awareness programs? You know that आज के दिन प्रिंट मीडिया में, टीवी में, हेल्थ सेंटर्स में आप देखोगे बहुत सारे हेल्थ से रिलेटेड प्रोग्राम्स आते हैं, पंचलाइंस आते हैं, एड्स आते हैं, हम दो, हमारे दो, छोटा परिवार, सुखी परिवार. Such type of general awareness programs were conducted by government. क्यों? To achieve its 2 goals. One, to create awareness, and second, to build certain facilities to promote reproductive health. राइट, तो इसके लिए उन्होंने क्या क्या माध्यम लिया? सो दे वेंट फॉर लॉट ऑफ एड्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ऑडियो, वीडियो, प्रिंट मीडिया, हेल्थ सेंटर्स, गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज, अंगनाबाड़ी, बहुत सारे एनजीओज चलते हैं, एंड दे टॉक अबाउट वेरियस एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन लाइक रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स, देयर केयर, सेक्सुअली ट्रांसमिटेड डिजीजेस, मैटरनिटी केयर, पोस्टनेटल केयर, व्हाई शुड वी स्पेस चिल्ड्रन फॉर देयर बेटर अपब्रिंगिंग, एसेट्रा. सेकेंड, एल्डर्स. अगर हम सच में अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं, सोसाइटी सुधारना चाहते हैं, सो पीपल, द एल्डर्स शुड टॉक टू द यंगस्टर्स. इट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द पेरेंट्स, रिलेटिव्स, टीचर्स, फ्रेंड्स, एसेट्रा टू टॉक अबाउट सेक्स रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन विद द चिल्ड्रन. Third, government has taken another initiative, that is sex education. Even this chapter being included in your syllabus is a part of RCH program so that a general awareness can be created. It has been included in the school curricula so that many myth and misconception can be removed and people can talk about hygienic sexual practices, sexually transmitted diseases, etc. Family welfare information. There are many small family welfare centers in various parts of in various districts of each state. Anganwadi jisko hum kehte hain, where people from the villages, they are couples, they are called, they are counseled, and they are counseled regarding the marriageable age, the birth control options, reasons for fertility control, the care for the would-be mothers, postnatal care, mother and child, importance of breastfeeding, etc. These things are actually spoken to the ladies, to the men from the villages nearby. So this is another program that has initiative that has been taken by the government. Now, another aspect of it is uncontrolled population. It is important that people, they speak about it, and it is that if the population is uncontrolled, they must know that that will lead to scarcity of food, a lot of diseases, etc. And people should be made responsible, but also be made to act responsible. Social levels. People should also talk about these social levels, like there are many sex related crimes, amniocentesis, killing of the girl child, feticides, etc., that are also prevalent. So we need to even talk about these evils that are existing in the society. Now, another strategy is infrastructure. A large part of our GDP is actually being spent in developing new medical technologies, innovation, and one of them being related to reproductive health as well. So like problems related to pregnancy, delivery, contraception, abortion, menstrual problem, infertility, etc. So proper strategies, government is coming up with strategies so that these things, they can be improved in India. Sex determination, that has been made ban by the government. There's a statutory ban on determination of sex through amniocentesis. That is another strategy to prevent all sex related crimes. Now, amniocentesis is your third important question that will come from this chapter, from what I've taught you till now. First important question I told you about family planning. Second important question abhi tak jo padhaya hai usme hai regarding RCH, and the third important question that will come is amniocentesis. In my previous chapter I taught you that the growing embryo, ye basically amniotic cavity के अंदर बच्चा घूमता है. This cavity जो यूट्रस के अंदर है, this fluid filled cavity is called as the amniotic cavity. इसमें जो fluid भरा हुआ रहता है उसको हम कहते हैं amniotic fluid. In my previous chapter I had told you कि बच्चे के dead cells, they float in this amniotic fluid. So what was amniocentesis basically डेवलप्ड फॉर? एमनियोसेंटेसिस को क्यों डेवलप किया गया था? डेवलप किया गया था एक नेक इरादे से. व्हाट वाज द नेक इरादा? व्हाट वाज द गुड इंटेंशन? द इंटेंशन वाज दैट व्हाइल द चाइल्ड वाज विद इन द मदर्स वूम, इफ हिज सेल्स could be extracted from the cell of the child, the genetic disorders of the of the newborn baby could be detected while the child was still within the mother's womb. बच्चा मदर के womb में है, तभी हम अगर बच्चे में कोई जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर है अगर है तो उसके बारे में अगर हम जानकारी ले लेते हैं तो हम बच्चे को सही समय पर हेल्प कर सकते. So this process of taking out the amniotic fluid and studying the cells of the fetus, that is called as amniocentesis. So आप देखोगे यहाँ पर लिखा है determination of chromosome number and type found in amniotic fluid. इस amniotic fluid में जो सेल है, इस सेल के न्यूक्लियस के अंदर क्रोमोसोम का नंबर सही है ना? कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है 47 क्रोमोसोम है बच्चे में एंड उसके अंदर जो जीन्स है वो सही है ना? इसके स्टडी को हम बोलते हैं एमनियोसेंटेसिस. एमनियोसेंटेसिस को हमने डेवलप किया था फॉर अ वेरी गुड पर्पस, बट नाउ इट इज बीइंग मिसयूज्ड. वी आर यूजिंग इट टू नो वेदर द चाइल्ड हैज XX chromosome or XY. That is to find out the sex of the child. And the moment in many of the villages still in India, we find that the developing fetus is a girl child, it leads to female feticide, right? So now we have done a ban. Amniocentesis is not legal. You cannot just go to the doctor and ask them to tell the sex of the child. They have made it, they have banned it. And even sonography, which was done for observation of genitalia and follicles, they cannot be done to find the sex of the child. right? So this is one of the strategies that has been even the marriageable age. This also comes in the medical exam. Now this is the fourth question. In India, the marriageable age for boys has been made 21 years and for girls it has been made 18 years. This is to prevent, kid marriages and kids getting becoming parents. Now research, this is a very important question. A lot of money is being spent on research. CDRI, this comes in medical entrance exam also. CDRI, it is found in Lucknow, India. What is CDRI? This comes also as GK question. Earlier it would come in AIMS. CDRI ka full form, I told you there are a lot of abbreviations in this chapter. I've already taught you MMR, maternal mortality rate, JMR, juvenile mortality rate, IMR, infant mortality rate. Now the fourth one is CDRI. CDRI is Central Drug Research Institute. It's an institute which is found in Lucknow, India. वहां पर एक नया कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव पिल सहेली बनाया गया और इस सहेली के दो एडवांटेजेस हैं. अभी से पढ़ लीजिए, सही समय आएगा तो आपको हम समझा भी देंगे. The two advantages, it comes as a 1 mark question. One is it is a once in a week pill. Normally पहले जो pills लिए जाते थे वो pills काफी लंबे समय के लिए, normally for 24 days 26 days के लिए pills को लेना पड़ता था, पर अब इस pill को only once in a week लेना पड़ता है. And secondly, it is a non-steroidal pill. That means it does not have the hormone estrogen and progesterone जो hormonal balance नहीं होता. ये बाद में आप समझेंगे. So this is research. So these are some of the strategies that has been adopted by the Government of India, especially Government of India, under the banner of the program RCH to overcome the problems related with reproductive health. Amniocentesis अलग से क्वेश्चन आएगा, इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पर लिख दिया है. You can see here I've written what is amniocentesis, what is its misuse. Amniocentesis में लिखोगे it is a fetal sex determination test based on chromosomal pattern derived from the amniotic fluid surrounding the developing embryo. This is the definition from your NCERT. Why it is misused? It is used for female sex determination leading to female feticide. Right now, another demerit of so this completes your some of the strategies related to reproductive health. So let me quickly summarize what I've taught you. First, I taught you what is reproductive health, and I told you very clearly that this is any physical, emotional, behavioral, social fitness for leading safe, responsible, and satisfying reproductive life. That is called as reproductive health. Then I told you what is the significance of reproductive health. Many significance, we dealt with a lot of significance, like it creates awareness, it talks about fertility regulation methods, it talks about hygiene, it talks about sexually transmitted disease, it talks about family planning, treatment for disorders, etc. Then we studied that what are the problems that are actually associated with the reproductive health. In the problems, we have studied many, like taboo. In India, it is very difficult to even talk about it. Early marriage, children, they get married off very early. Teenage ladies, the girls are still young and they become kid parents. Then they do not build up their career. The children who are born, they have born with deformities. They do not know how to take care of their, hygiene of the reproductive organs. They do not know how to lead a healthy life, and that causes population growth. So once we dealt with the problem, we went to go ahead to study about the strategies to overcome this problem. In strategies, we learned that India was one of the first country who in 1951 adopted the family planning. This family planning program was monitored regularly, and in 1997 it was relaunched as RCH, that is reproductive and child health care, which had basically two aims. One, to create awareness, right, and the other was to create facilities, right, regarding reproductive health. Now, in order to achieve its target, what are the steps that were taken by RCH? So these are the steps. One, it created general awareness campaigns in the form of print media, newspapers, Nukkad Natak, etc. Second, it insisted that the elders, they talk to their children about it. Third, sex education. Sex education was introduced into the syllabus. So then a lot of family welfare programs was introduced in the form of Anganwadi, villagers being actually made aware of the benefits of small families, etc. Then a lot of steps were taken to prevent social evils. One of the leading one was to ban amniocentesis, that leads to female feticide once the sex of the child is known. Then a lot of money government has spent in create facilities made us in building infrastructure. A lot of government hospitals and medicines and pills, they are distributed free of cost to people. Then a lot of money has been spent on research, and one of the research is centers is CDRI, and CDRI has recently launched Saheli, which is the non-steroidal once in a week pill. So, and then another step government of India has taken to create awareness and create facilities, fixing up the marriageable age. Marriageable age has been made to 21 for boys and 18 for girls. So these are some of the program steps that has been adopted by the government to ensure that RCH is actually rightfully and properly implemented. I hope the chapter taught till now is well summarized. One, you have to know what is reproductive health, what is the significance. इनमें से अगर एक क्वेश्चन आएगा तो यही आएगा, what is reproductive health, what are the problems that normally doesn't come. Solution में एक आएगा family, this family planning 1951, RCH 1997, उसके दोनों aims, and what are the steps taken under RCH that can also come. उसमें particularly question आएगा on marriageable age, this will come in medical, what is the age. Then CDRI and the pill that has been made by it, that is Saheli, उसके contraceptive advantages के बारे में, this comes in board exam. And amniocentesis, these are the three sentences that will come from these points, right? So with this, what has been taught till now has been revised. So the next is population explosion. One of the biggest problem is we are facing is population explosion. Now we will come to what is population explosion. When the population suddenly increases in a very short span of time, अगर बहुत कम समय में population बहुत increase कर जाए, उसको हम कहते हैं population explosion. तो क्या सच में world में population explosion हो रहा है? Is it the right word to use? Now let us see that. कह रहे हैं कि world over मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज काफी इंप्रूव की, द लिविंग कंडीशंस आल्सो इंप्रूव ड्रास्टिकली, है ना, जिसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, डेथ रेट इट एक्चुअली गॉन डाउन, इट वेंट डाउन. अब जैसे मोर्टेलिटी रेट, जो पहले न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज की मोर्टेलिटी होती थी, अब नहीं हो रही. तो न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज की मोर्टेलिटी नहीं होने की वजह से मोर एंड मोर पीपल आर एंटरिंग इनटू रिप्रोडक्टिव एज, एंड दैट मोर पीपल आर एंटरिंग इनटू, एक तो ज्यादा लोग रिप्रोडक्टिव एज में एंटर कर रहे हैं, सेकेंडली लोग ज्यादा मर नहीं रहे बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ फैसिलिटीज, medical facilities has been created world over. As a result, what's happening? And third, people are still giving birth, unregulated birth. यानी कि हम आपको तीन चीज यहाँ पर दिखाना चाह रहे हैं. One, the medical facilities has increased, right? This has drastically, the death has reduced, death rate has reduced, the birth rate has also reduced, not as much as the death rate. कम लोग मर रहे हैं लेकिन पैदा होने की संख्या उतनी कम नहीं हुई है. एज अ रिजल्ट क्या हो रहा है, पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रहा है. सेकेंडली, आपका मोर, पहले इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट बहुत हाई होती थी, राइट? अब इन्फेंट नहीं मर रहे, तो ज्यादा लोग रिप्रोडक्टिव एज में एंटर कर रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से भी पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रहा है. ठीक है. थर्ड, आज भी बहुत जगह अनएजुकेटेड है, जहां लोग सोचते हैं ज्यादा बच्चे होंगे तो ज्यादा लोग कमाएंगे, सो लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस, ठीक, एंड मेनी अदर थिंग्स विच वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस, की वजह से the population has actually increased many folds in the last years. One, development of good medical facilities, more people entering into reproducing age, and people still going for uncontrolled reproduction, and many more. The population has increased drastically. How much? Look at it. World population 1900 में world population was 2 billion, right? And in 2000 the world population became 6 billion, 2 billion से 6 billion, right? यानी कि how much has the population increased? 3 times in a span of 100 years. This is the world population. If you look at India, India का population, undivided India, that means before independence, it was 238. ठीक है, तो हम समझ लेते हैं approximately 1900 in the beginning of the century, India का अगर आ जाओ, it was 238. देन एट द टाइम ऑफ पार्टीशन यानी कि 1947 में, यानी कि 50 years अप्रोक्सीमेटली में, इट वेंट टू 350 million. एंड as on today 2000, right, the Indian population is approximately, I hope you are able to see it, the Indian population is 1 million. Now India का population 1 billion है and world का population 2 billion है. That means you know every 6th person in this world is an Indian. वो तो हम बाद में आएंगे. ये जो हमारा इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन लगभग 5 गुना बढ़ा एंड वर्ल्ड का पॉपुलेशन 3 गुना बढ़ा इन जस्ट अ स्पैन ऑफ 100 years. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन. Now, if you go by this statistics, we come to know that almost every 6th person on this world, he is an Indian, right? अब आ जाते हैं इंडिया का कुछ स्टैटिस्टिक्स मैं आपको बता दूं. इंडिया में अबाउट 16.77 ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन है, जबकि लैंड केवल 2.4% है. 2001 सेंसस के हिसाब से द पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ रेट इज स्टिल 1.7%, यानी कि हर साल हर 1000 लोग में 17 लोग की संख्या बढ़ रही है. अगर इस रेट पे पॉपुलेशन का ग्रोथ आ रहा तो ये उम्मीद है कि अगले 33 इयर्स में द पॉपुलेशन विल कंप्लीटली डबल. ये कह रहा है इन कंपेरिजन टू 2001, राइट. इस साल ऑलरेडी क्या हो चुका है, 2020 हो चुका है, यानी कि और केवल 10 साल की बात है. हमारा 10 साल में 2001 के कंपैरिजन में एक्सपेक्टेड है दैट द पॉपुलेशन विल इंक्रीज 33 टाइम्स. नाउ दिस ट्रेमेंडस इंक्रीज इन पॉपुलेशन, यानी कि in just 30 years if the population increases 33 times, this is called as population explosion, right? अब ये population explosion क्यों हुआ? Why is it that suddenly the population has increased so much? इसके यहाँ पर points लिखे हुए, this can come as your question. First, a rapid decline in MMR and GMR. एक तो because of better medical facilities, mother का at the time of birth पहले death हो जाता था, infant का death हो जाता था, ये खत्म हो गया. ठीक. एज अ रिजल्ट क्या हो गया, मोर पीपल आर एंटरिंग इनटू रिप्रोड्यूसिबल एज. ज्यादा बच्चे सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं तो ज्यादा बच्चे रिप्रोड्यूसिबल एज में आ रहे हैं, सो मोर पीपल आर रिप्रोड्यूसिंग. डेथ रेट हैज डिक्लाइंड ड्रास्टिकली. नाउ जस्ट सी दिस डेथ रेट ऑफ इंडिया. इन इंडिया 1901 में 41.1% था एंड 100 साल में इट हैज कम टू 8.7%. दैट मीन्स द डेथ रेट हैज लगभग डिक्रीज्ड 5 times. 5 times अगर आप देखेंगे लगभग डेथ रेट डिक्रीज कर गया है 100 साल में. इसके कंपैरिजन में द बर्थ रेट उतना ज्यादा डिक्लाइन नहीं किया. द बर्थ रेट एट द बिगनिंग ऑफ द सेंचुरी प्रीवियस 1900, ठीक है, में इन द प्रीवियस सेंचुरी वाज 45.8 एंड इस सेंचुरी के बिगनिंग में इट वाज 26.1, यानी कि बर्थ रेट केवल कितना हुआ, हाफ. लेकिन डेथ रेट क्या हो गया, 1/5, यानी कि कम लोग मर रहे हैं लेकिन पैदा होने की संख्या क्या है, उतनी कम नहीं हुई. एज अ रिजल्ट द पॉपुलेशन इज इंक्रीजिंग एट अ ड्रास्टिक रेट. आई टोल्ड यू इट इज 1.7 per thousand, मतलब it is actually 17 people, 1.7% हुआ, that will come to 17% per thousand. ठीक है, it is not 1.7, it is 17 per thousand. It is increasing and if it continues in next 33 years the population is just going to be double. इस 33 years में भी 20 years तो बीत चुके, हम 2001 से बात कर रहे हैं, तो another 10 years में the population will be almost double as compared to the population in 2001. यानी कि 2001 में हमारा पॉपुलेशन कितना था, अभी मैंने आपको बताया 1 बिलियन था एंड एक्सपेक्टेड है कि 2030 तक द पॉपुलेशन विल बिकम 2 बिलियन. नाउ दैट इज अ अलार्मिंग केस, राइट. नाउ दिस पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन का एक और कारण, नॉट ओनली बिकॉज द जुवेनाइल मोर्टेलिटी रेट घट गई है, मैटरनल घट गई है, एक और कारण है दैट द लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी हैज इंक्रीज. लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी इंडिया में 1901 में 34 years था, now it has come to 65 years. सोचो ज्यादा लोग अब जिंदा में. Absence of famines, पहले क्या होते थे, there were a lot of natural calamities where people would die. Now we are also facing a natural calamity. It's not a natural calamity but a disease, corona. We are seeing so many people die. So nowadays these natural calamities, they do not occur. There is no epidemic, though we are facing an epidemic right now. Child labor, many people believe that if they have more children at their home so they will have more people, earning for them. So these are some of the reasons. Lack of education, this happens. It is early marriages, people are getting married early, obviously they are getting reproducing early as well. So these are religious belief. There are many people who believe that bacche bhagwan ke deen hai, so you should not say, you should not try to regulate fertility. As many children are born, that's good for the family. So these are the some of the reasons why the population has actually suddenly exploded. It has become 3 times in the world, and it has increased 5 times in India, and in 30 years it is expected to double once again. This huge increase in population in a short span, this is called as population explosion. What will happen if the population explodes? There will be pressure on land, will not have enough land to live and to grow. So there will be creation of slums, there will be a lot of unemployment, poverty, there will be lack of food, infrastructure, population, the natural resources will get depleted, and there will be a lot of ecological changes. That means overpopulation is actually a curse, and we really need to look over it. Now, once again, before I proceed, I really want to tell you, from overpopulation, what are the topic I've taught you next, what are the questions that can come. First, what was the world population का statistics, India का population change का statistics. Then a question can come that justify that every 6th person on this world is an Indian. Then what is the rate at which the current population is increasing? 1.7%, that is 17 people per thousand. And in how many years it is expected to double in India? That is the next 33 years. The next question that can come is, what is the reason for population explosion in these recent years? So some points that can come. Normally it doesn't come, but I have discussed. Till now, what we have studied, very quickly we'll summarize it once again. We have studied what is reproductive health, then what is the significance of reproductive health, what are some of the problems associated with reproductive health, what are the strategies to improve it. One of the biggest problem we are facing is that of population explosion. So what is population explosion? Why do we call it population explosion? Some statistics, at what rate is the population increasing, why it is increasing, and now, right, if it is increasing, population is exploding like this, what is the strategy, right, to overcome the population explosion? So this is we need to see next. Some of the steps that the government of India particularly has taken to prevent this population explosion is motivate the use of contraceptive. This is number one. We are actually promoting that people, they use contraceptive devices, because that is the only method by which the population can be regulated. Secondly, one child norm. India is not following one child norm, but we promote it. So that's not a very important point. So first point is motivating the use of contraceptives. Second important point, if it actually comes, write about some of the steps that is adopted by Government of India to overcome population explosion. The next is, the statutory raising of the marriageable age to 18 years to females and 21 years. That is the second step Government of India has taken. And third, it is giving incentives to couples with small families. You must have heard that those who have only one child, and particularly girl child, the government gives a lot of money and incentives and free education to the child. These are the three important steps that the government has taken. Of the three steps, the most important and the one that requires more awareness, that is use of contraceptives, right? So in my next lecture, we are going to discuss what are contraceptive devices, what is an ideal contraceptive devices, and how do these contraceptive devices they work, right? So to wait for my next lecture. In my next lecture, we will deal with these things. And before I wind up, as I have a habit of repeating many times, so let me conclude what I've taught you. What is reproductive health? What is the significance of reproductive health? Not very important. Then what are the problems related? Some of the problems are important, like amniocentesis comes as an important question. Then what are the steps that are taken by the government? Then the family planning, 1951, RCH, 1957. What are the steps that were taken to implement RCH? That are important. Usme CDRI, very, very important. Statutory ban on amniocentesis, that's again very important. Marriageable age, that's very important. Then the next question is, now that we know one of the biggest problem we are facing is we are now isolating. We have spoken general problems and general solution. One problem we are isolating, that is overpopulation. So what is overpopulation? What is the statistics of the world population? How has it grown over the years? How has the Indian population grown, right? Why has it grown? and what are the steps taken by the government. 3 steps I told you. One, use of contraceptives, very, very, very important. Then marriageable age has been fixed by the government, legally fixed, you can say. And the third and most important point is that they are giving incentives to parents with small families. Of the 3 points, the one point that we are going to overemphasize or study elaborately is contraceptives. This in my next lecture. So now let's have a very quick look at what is there, what we have, from which pages of NCERT, which pages of NCERT basically have been covered. So let's have a very quick look. This is your first page of the chapter. It just speaks about what is WHO, what are the parameters of healthy life as per WHO. Then let me go once again. It talks about what is reproductive health. That means I told you normal, emotional, behavioral, physical, all this. They must be sex related aspects. They must be taken care of. So this is the definition in your first page. Then there is family planning. I told you 1951, that's important. Then the next important topic is your RCH. I told you reproductive health and child healthcare program. What are the 2 aims? I told you. One is creating awareness, you can see here, and the second is providing facilities. What are the steps that were taken under RCH? This is given in this paragraph. You just read it through your NCERT, right? Come to here, then we will come to some of the important points. One important question is amniocentesis, that will come in your exam. The other is CDRI and Saheli. What is its importance? This will come in your exam. And next, as I told you, we have learned population explosion and birth control. I told you the world population has rocketed. Then India ka population, how it has changed with time. Why has it increased? Though through our RCH program we try to control, yet it is 1.7%, that is 17 per thousand. It is increasing, and if it continues in next 33 years, it will get doubled, right? So how to prevent population explosion? This is in this paragraph. So it is, having just, I told 1 child norm in your NCERT, it's 2 child, statutory raising of the marriageable age, incentives to small, and सबसे important, promoting the use of contraceptive devices. So till here we have completed. In my next lecture, we will move ahead. The most important of all them, as I told you again and again, is contraceptive devices. So what are these contraceptive devices? How to, how to use them, how to function. This we will be dealing in my next video. Till then, I bid you goodbye with a hope that you will complete this portion thoroughly. Thank you.